Hello, I'm State Senator John Kavanagh, and welcome to another edition of Kavanagh's Corner, my constituent video newsletter. This edition contains a special public service announcement about understanding and protecting your family from the 764 online network. What is 764? 764 is not a harmless internet hoax or a typical scam. It is the name of a violent online criminal network from countries like Nigeria and the Ivory Coast that has targeted children, teens, and vulnerable individuals across the United States. The 764 group operates primarily through social media, gaming platforms, and messaging apps. Members of 764 are often young adults or teens themselves, but their actions are organized, deliberate, and extremely dangerous. According to the U.S. Department of Justice and the FBI, 764's activities include grooming minors online by pretending to be friends, peers, or potential romantic interests, obtaining private photos or videos from victims, sometimes through deception, other times through threats, extorting and terrorizing victims by threatening to share the material unless the victim complies with further demands for money, a form of sextortion, forcing victims into disturbing or harmful acts such as self-harm, abuse of animals, or sexual acts performed on camera, spreading and trading the resulting images and videos among members for status or amusement. This network thrives on fear, secrecy, and shame. Many of its victims are between the ages of 11 and 17, though adults have been targeted as well. Since 2021, 38 children have committed suicide as a result of the 764 sextortion. Why 764 is so dangerous? Unlike common online scams that seek money, 764's members are motivated by control, humiliation, and cruelty. Their communications can appear harmless at first. They may talk about music, games, or school, but they gradually manipulate victims into revealing private information or images. They use a variety of tactics, flattery and empathy to build trust. You can tell me anything. Isolation. Don't tell your parents. They wouldn't understand. Threats. If you don't do what I say, I'll post your photos everywhere. False reassurance. I'm not going to hurt you. I just need proof you trust me. Deception. They often pose as girls. Once a victim complies, the abuse often escalates quickly. The shame and fear can be so strong that victims may withdraw from friends and family or even harm themselves. What can parents and grandparents do? Parents and grandparents are the front line of defense against 764 and similar predators. First, talk early and often. Make digital safety a regular topic, not a one-time lecture. Ask questions like, who are you talking to online these days? Have you seen anyone being mean or weird online? Would you tell me if someone made you uncomfortable? Keep your tone calm and curious, not judgmental. Children open up when they know they won't be punished for being honest. Second, set boundaries for online use. Keep phones or computers in shared family areas, not behind closed doors. Established offline hours, especially overnight. Require private accounts on all social media and monitor friends' requests. Set social media to friends only. Teach online awareness. Never share private photos, even disappearing ones. Screenshots can be taken instantly. Never trust anyone who asks to move a conversation from a game or app to a private chat. Never keep online relationships secret from parents or guardians. 4, recognize the warning signs. A child may be in danger if they suddenly become withdrawn or anxious about their phone or computer. Receive gifts, money, or game credits from strangers. Spend hours online late at night. Seem fearful when a certain name or app is mentioned. If you see these signs, act immediately. Ask questions and don't dismiss their fears. 5, Support federal efforts to close loopholes in federal law that make getting convictions more difficult. If your child is threatened or blackmailed, do not panic or try to negotiate with the predator. Instead, first, stay calm. Reassure your child that they are not in trouble. Second, save all evidence, screenshots, usernames, links, and chat logs. Third, do not delete accounts or messages. They are crucial for investigators. Fourth, report the incident immediately to local law enforcement, the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center at c3.gov, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at cybertipline.org, and if it's a school device or app involved, notify the school's resource officer or administrator. 5, text 988 to reach suicide and crisis hotlines. Remember, victims are never to blame. The goal is to stop the abuse and help them recover emotionally and safely. How can you strengthen digital defenses? Use parental control apps and set age restrictions on devices. Regularly check privacy settings on apps like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. Enable two-factor authentication and strong passwords for every account. Teach children that stranger danger applies online too. Many predators hide behind the profiles or stolen photographs. How should you talk about it? Use language appropriate to your child's age. For younger kids, 8 to 11, say, some people online pretend to be nice, but they want to trick kids. If anyone asks for pictures or tells you to keep secrets, tell me right away. For teens, age 12 to 17, there's a group called 764 that's hurting people your age online. They trick people into sharing private things and then threaten them. If that ever happens, I'll help you. You won't get into trouble. Be sure to avoid lectures or scare tactics. Focus on trust and teamwork. Be assured the law is taking action. Federal authorities have arrested several 764 leaders on charges including sexual exploitation of minors, coercion, and distribution of child sexual abuse material. The FBI, the Department of Justice, and international partners are actively dismantling the network. Still, new members and copycat groups continue to appear, making family vigilance essential. A final message. The internet can be a wonderful place to learn and connect, but evil hides behind friendly screens. 764 preys on silence, secrecy, and shame. The antidote is conversation, supervision, and courage. Parents and grandparents, talk to your children. Watch for the warning signs. Report anything suspicious. And if embarrassing pictures of your child or grandchild are published, tell them they should tell their friends that they are computer-generated fakes. Together, we can protect our kids and shut down 764 for good. And please, pass this video on to other parents and grandparents. I'm State Senator John Kavanagh, and thanks for watching Kavanagh's Corner.